Welcome to this edition of the Delmarva Almanac and Arts and Times, Delmarva's quarterly arts magazine and community calendar. Angela Herbert Hodges pours her love for the environment and endangered African wildlife into emotionally charged watercolor paintings and collages. We met for her interview at the end of the summer when you can still hear the cicadas serenading us from outside her studio.
I was living in Zimbabwe and I decided to paint. And that I just got some awful paints, got some awful paper. And one morning I painted and had a wonderful time. And the paintings I did, they weren't as ghastly as you think they might be for a start. And then I continued, I took lessons there, and then when I came to the United States, then I took more lessons with Alex Powers, and so he explained how to make a painting and how to use value, and that really helped me a lot. So I was painting 3 paintings a week at that time. When I first started painting, I just painted things that I saw, and I thought that it was nice, but now I paint things that I think about a lot. So like the walk that I went on with my sister and my sister-in-law. So I've done a big series about that using the same 3 figures. The series of African animals has been ongoing. So I'm always thinking about that. The rhinos are all because I want to show that their plight. Really? I want to appreciate these enormous animals and how they might not be on this planet very much longer. And there are lots of people who are doing really great things. I'm just painting.
Angela says she uses collage when she is trying to achieve a stronger image than watercolor can convey.
I'm just so interested in everything that goes on around me. I love working with papers, and I love the texture of papers. And I've got a very big series of small landscapes like these, which are all about the environment. So it's about 30. I've got about 35 now, and they're all about water, land, pollution.
Angela uses photographs as inspiration or starting points, but her approach to both painting and collage is rooted in her emotional response to the subject matter. In both, you can see the transparent layering of the watercolors. You can recognize the figurative elements, the people and the animals, but Angela also adds words and textures, which gives the work an abstract graphic quality. The colors are partly true to nature, but she adds areas of more expressive color to emphasize emotional context. Her creative process is based on what she wants to express, not on market influences.
So I noticed that when I was in the Globe Theatre, that a lot of people from Washington would come to the Globe, and when I was in the Touchstone Gallery in Washington, I noticed that people would come from Salisbury up to Washington to buy artwork. And I was always fascinated about the switch that people in their minds thought there was better artwork somewhere else. In the art world, there's a lot of rejection. You face rejection when you apply to a gallery. You face rejection when you show your work and nobody buys any. And with a juried show, you don't know what the juror's like. So really you want to send your best work wherever you're trying to get in, and really not take it personally. It can knock you back a couple of days when you can't work because you're so you take it so personally, and I think everybody just working in their own style, creating an individual style, and being persistent. Because if you're not persistent as an artist, you'll stop because you feel that people don't like your work, and it's not about people liking your work, it's about the artist wanting to paint. I'm always excited about painting. I love painting, and I like to see other people's work. I like to see my friends' work. And I encourage as many people as I can to keep painting, because I think it builds up a sort of awareness in everybody's lives about original artwork. Because I think I get excited about original artwork because it has so much more feeling than print. And I know there's a place for prints, but I think original artwork adds so much to our lives. It's part of another artist's thought process. They created it, and just creating art is fabulous, and being able to do it is terrific. Especially me, because I didn't start out with that as my career.
Besides being an artist, Angela is a classically trained cordon bleu chef with a freelance catering business, and she is a fencing coach with the Salisbury Fencing Club.
As you can see, I work on more than one piece at a time. And I finally figured out that's how I live my life. I'm always doing several, because I have 3 different careers, I'm doing different things every day. I always wanted to cook. I saw it as a way I could earn a living. And my father introduced me to fencing at a very early age. So I have continued to do those things, and then later on I I wanted to paint. So they are creative, actually. Interestingly enough, coaching fencing, one has to be creative because you're working with different individuals and always trying to make their experience better and help them to be a better fencer.
I asked Angela if, as a chef, she had a signature dish, and why it was that she kept coming back to painting.
No, I don't actually. I've been doing this for a long time, so I can cook almost anything. I even had to cook African food actually for a lady, and it was Tanzanian, so I had to look up on YouTube how to make everything. It was quite interesting. Because painting is part of who I am, that's why I come back to painting. So whenever I have any blocks of time that aren't occupied with producing lessons or producing food, then I always want to be in the studio to paint. Well, I just love what I do. Just love it. Sometimes I don't think my paintings are beautiful, but they're expressive, and that's very important for me. And I want to be completely individual in my work. I don't want to paint like anybody else. So really, everything that I paint has been an experience for me. So yes, I would say it's very emotional actually, and I don't see myself as an intellectual artist. I suppose I do add a narrative in some form when I'm working, and the most successful paintings are the ones that are really tapping into my inner self. Actually, I know that when I've completed a painting, that it's good, that it's a good piece when it's really been an emotional piece, I think.
Angela recently had a one-woman show at the Art Institute and Gallery in Salisbury, which was part of the prize for winning Best in Show at their Mid-Atlantic Regional Juried Competition last year. You can find out more about her work at angelaherbert.com. This video has been sponsored by Worcester County Tourism. Visit the beach and beyond. Thank you for watching. This has been a Moonshell production.